Are drugs messing with me or someone I love, and how do I know when it's time to find help? Drugs like marijuana, certain prescription pills like Percocet or Xanax, club drugs like ecstasy or alcohol are all examples of substances that activate our minds and bodies in unique ways. When used recreationally, drugs can create experiences of pleasure and feeling good. Sounds interesting and maybe kind of fun. Using drugs, however, can come with some serious downsides, especially when talking about your brain's development and abilities. Drug use fuels the part of our brain that is like a gas pedal for our animal instincts, like feeding, fight or flight, and other pleasure-seeking behaviors. Drug use also affects the part of our brain that helps us make smarter choices, like bad brakes in a car. Drugs lessen our brain's ability to slow down and stop certain behaviors. As drug use increases, or more powerful kinds of drugs are used, our pleasure throttle can get stuck wide open and our brake lines cut. This can lead to dangerous acceleration in drug-seeking behavior and other out-of-control problems. There are essentially 11 questions that help us decide if and how much drugs have created recklessness in our mind. In other words, these questions help us understand if we should be concerned about addiction and how serious of a problem it is. Let's take a look and keep track of your yes answers. Number 1. Are drugs being used in larger amounts or for a longer period of time than intended? In other words, maybe you thought about taking just one hit or drinking just one can before you went somewhere, like work or school, but that ended up not being enough, so you used or drank more than you thought you would. Number 2. Have I tried to slow down or stop using for a couple of days or weeks, but found this to be hard and inevitably returned to using or drinking? Number 3. Am I spending quite a bit of time in my day in activities related to drugs or alcohol? In other words, in a 24-hour period, am I spending 2, 3, 4, or more hours finding drugs, being high or drunk, crashing and coming down, and then working hard to cover everything up? Number 4. Do I feel urges or cravings to use or drink that are uncomfortable or even painful not to satisfy? Number 5. Are drugs affecting my responsibilities at home, school, or work? Are they messing with the way that I take care of my kids or younger siblings? Are they hurting my school or work attendance or performance? Number 6. Is using or drinking creating problems with my relationships? This can include fights with family, frustrating my friends, or my boyfriend or girlfriend is concerned or even fed up. Number 7. Is substance use getting in the way of important social or recreational activities? For example, I quit or was kicked off my sports team, I'm less interested in the fun things I used to do, or I'm only interested in participating in something if we are also going to use drugs. Number 8. Do I continue using substances even when it puts me or another person in danger? Driving under the influence, using a new drug without knowing what it is for sure, and participating in risky or illegal drug-related activities are all examples of dangerous situations. Number 9. Do I continue to use or drink even after noticing that they are hurting my physical or mental health? For example, I keep smoking marijuana even though I've noticed that I can't catch my breath like I used to, my memory is getting worse, or I'm starting to feel more anxious or paranoid. Number 10. Do I need more drugs to get the same high? Am I building up a tolerance to the drugs or alcohol that I'm using? Number 11. Am I developing withdrawal symptoms like feeling irritable, tired, nauseated, or sick when I can't use or drink? If you answered no to these questions, be thankful. If you answered yes to only a few of them, don't skip off just yet, because even a few yeses tells us that drugs or alcohol are starting to hurt our mind and its ability to hold on to healthier and drug-free thoughts and behaviors. If you answered yes to 6 or more of the 11 questions, don't panic, but now we know that drugs or alcohol have become a pretty serious problem. Drugs have likely created a runaway brain with racing and reckless drug-seeking thoughts and behaviors. But there's great news. There's lots of help out there. There's no need to feel scared or embarrassed because there's lots of people who have and are dealing with similar struggles and understand completely what addiction feels like. Like taking your car to the mechanic for a tune-up, there are several resources that help people overcome drug and alcohol problems and addiction. Here are some resources to help get you onto the road to recovery.